Hello and welcome to our video about embracing failure as a necessary part of the learning process rather than fearing it as a sign of weakness. Most of us have grown up in a society that values success and achievement above all else. We are taught to strive for perfection and to fear failure. However, this mindset can be counterproductive regarding learning and personal growth. The truth is, failure is a natural part of the learning process. We learn from our mistakes and can use them as opportunities to grow and improve. When we fear failure, we may be less likely to take risks and try new things, ultimately hindering our progress. So how can we embrace failure as a necessary part of the learning process? First, we need to reframe our mindset. Instead of seeing failure as a negative experience, we can view it as a positive opportunity for growth. Every time we fail, we can learn something new and improve ourselves. Let's dive deeper into reframing our mindset when it comes to failure. It's natural to feel disappointed or discouraged when things are unplanned. However, if we can reframe our mindset and see failure as a positive opportunity for growth, we can unlock a new level of learning and achievement. When we view failure as a negative experience, we avoid taking risks and playing it safe. This can limit our potential and prevent us from reaching our goals. On the other hand, when we view failure as an opportunity for growth, we become more willing to take risks and try new things. We become more resilient, adaptable, and open-minded. By embracing failure as a necessary part of the learning process, we can start to see it as a natural part of the journey towards success. It becomes less about the outcome and more about the process. We learn to appreciate the effort we put in, the lessons we know, and the growth we experience. Moreover, when we reframe our mindset to view failure as a positive opportunity for growth, we become more comfortable with making mistakes. We no longer fear failure or judge ourselves harshly when we fail. Instead, we focus on learning from our mistakes and moving forward. Second, we need to normalize failure. It's important to remember that everyone fails at some point. The most successful people in the world have failed countless times, but they didn't let that stop them from pursuing their goals. It's easy to look at successful people and assume they've had an easy road to success. However, the truth is that almost every successful person has experienced failure at some point in their journey. Failure is a common thread that binds them all, from business tycoons to athletes to artists. What sets successful people apart is their ability to persevere in the face of failure. They don't let setbacks discourage them or derail their dreams. Instead, they view failure as a necessary part of the learning process and use it to their advantage. Take Thomas Edison, for example. He famously failed thousands of times before he finally invented the light bulb. When asked about his failures, he said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Edison's ability to embrace failure and learn from his mistakes ultimately led to one of the most important inventions in history. Another example is J.K. Rowling, author of the Harry Potter series. Before she became a household name, Rowling faced numerous rejections from publishers. But she didn't give up on her dream of becoming a published author. She continued to write and submit her work, even in the face of rejection, until she finally found a publisher who believed in her. These examples show us that failure is not the end of the road, but rather a stepping stone to success. If we can adopt the mindset of successful people and view failure as a necessary part of the learning process, we can overcome any obstacle and achieve our goals. So let's take inspiration from the most successful people in the world and embrace failure as a natural part of the journey towards success. Let's learn from our mistakes, persevere in the face of setbacks, and ultimately achieve our dreams. Third, we can use failure as a way to assess our progress. We can identify areas to improve and adjust our approach by analyzing what went wrong. This can ultimately lead to tremendous success in the long run. When we fail, it's natural to feel disappointed or discouraged. However, if we can shift our perspective and view failure as a learning opportunity, we can use it to assess our progress and make necessary adjustments. For example, let's say you're learning a new skill, like playing an instrument or speaking a foreign language. As you practice, you may experience failure, like hitting a wrong note or forgetting a word. Instead of seeing these mistakes as a negative experience, you can use them to assess your progress. By analyzing your mistakes, you can identify areas where you need to improve and change your approach. You may need to slow down and focus on the basics, or you may need to find a new teacher or resource to help you overcome your challenges. Analyzing our failures and adjusting is an integral part of the learning process. It allows us to identify areas of weakness and develop new strategies for success. Over time, these minor adjustments can add up and lead to significant progress. Finally, we need to remember that failure does not reflect our worth or intelligence. We are all capable of making mistakes, and that's okay. What's important is how we respond to those mistakes and use them as opportunities for growth. When we experience failure, it's natural to feel a sense of disappointment or even shame. We may start to question our abilities and wonder if we can achieve our goals. However, it's important to remember that failure does not reflect our worth or intelligence. Just because we fail at something does not mean we are not capable or valuable individuals. Many successful people have experienced failure on their journey to success. Thomas Edison, for example, failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. Multiple publishers rejected J.K. Rowling before her Harry Potter series became a global phenomenon. These individuals did not let their failures define them. Instead, they used them as learning opportunities and persevered in adversity. When we experience failure, separating our actions from our worth is essential. We can recognize that we may have made mistakes or faced unexpected challenges, but that does not diminish our inherent value as human beings. In conclusion, embracing failure as a necessary part of the learning process can help us grow and improve in ways we never thought possible. By reframing our mindset, normalizing failure, using it to assess our progress, and remembering that it doesn't define us, we can become more resilient and successful learners. Thank you for watching, and remember to embrace failure as a necessary part of your learning process.